can see the reaction of hydrated copper carbonate, which is malachite, with sulphuric acid, and formation of copper sulfate. The bubbles you are seeing is basically the ejection of the gas which is being generated. Carbon dioxide is being released in this reaction as the copper carbonate breaks down. It releases the carbon dioxide, and then it takes on the sulfate from the acid to produce copper sulfate and water. So the reaction is proceeding. As the reaction proceeds, because of the consumption of the acid and generation of water, the pH for the solution becomes high and high from the low pH because of the addition of the acid. So let's see how it's gonna happen. All this blue stuff you're seeing underneath in the solid particles will the green stuff will disappear as the copper continues reacting with the acid. So ideally, this is the raw material. These are the stones I picked. So you can see the way they are occurring. You can see the green patch. That's the copper mineral, which is basically malachite, and it's engraved in the silica matrix, which is basically the silica which is in abundance. So the idea is I need to separate the copper mineral from this impurity silica. So I break it down into smaller particles just to liberate it, and some of it is still locked up in the silica matrix. So when I put in the acid, the silica does not dissolve in acid, so only the copper dissolves into acid to form a copper sulfate. So after the leaching process, I'm going to remain with some sludge, which is basically solid particles which did not dissolve at the bottom of the reactor, and that is basically the impurity. So that is the first stage, where I'll separate the copper from its host rock, and basically separating it from the impurities, and then I concentrate it into a solution which is copper sulfate. Then I can selectively pick out the copper from solution and precipitate it as a metal. By that way, it means I've actually extracted the copper from the host rock and then made it into copper metal, which will be ready for the market.